Hey everybody, welcome to Maximum Muscle Report. We're at the 2019 Arnold Sports Festival 31st anniversary. I'm Mandus alongside our co-host Jose Raymond and Nate Spear. Day one prejudging is over. Guys, what do you think?
I don't know, it's pretty impressive so far. Classic was definitely one to highlight, but first figure was pretty impressive, I'd say.
Yeah, you know, we'll go through fitness really quick. They do their routines tonight, so that's where we'll really get into it. But at first call-outs, you had Rael Graber, no surprise to finish second at the Olympia. Kate Arrington finished second here at the Arnold last year, no surprise. Sarah Kovac, was nice to see her in first call-outs. Missy Farrell, again in first call-outs. And of course, your reigning Miss Olympia, Whitney Jones. Can't wait to see these amazing routines tonight. We get into figure. Wow, this was an exciting lineup. There were a lot of people we wanted to see. It ended up shaking out. First call-outs was Natalia Soltero, Jessica Reyes-Padilla, Sid Gillen, and Nadia Watts. Jose, how did you think it shook out coming to the end there?
Well, it looked like Sydney's a clear winner. Clear winner. She's a superstar. Every angle perfect. But they end up having in second,
Nadia Watts.
Yeah, that too. It looked like she had a great physique. Not quite perfect, but standing next to Sydney, so nobody's perfect. I like Jessica Reyes personally.
Yeah.
I like a little more muscle. They're gonna say her legs were a bit much, but to me they were perfect. She's beautiful, sexy on stage, great condition. But it looks like Nadia is gonna be second, Jessica third. But I could flip-flop it either way.
I like Nadia a lot. I mean, sort of what they're going for, it looks like, is, you know, Sydney Gillen. It seems like the clear cut. Nadia looks almost like her little sister. Not quite all the way mature, you know what I mean? Missing some the side shot. She's not quite as thick as Sydney. Jessica's really great, I think, Padilla. But the problem is, I think she doesn't really quite fit the mold yet. It's sort of, after looking at Sydney and then Nadia and then even, who's the other girl from last year that just retired? Candice Lewis. They all have a similar structure, similar shape. And then you got Jessica, who's got a ton of muscle, huge quads, a little bit taller. So it's sort of hard to match them up against those two.
Yeah, you know, and there was a couple others definitely to mention. Brittany Campbell was in second call-outs, looked fantastic. Carly Starling was good, and Sandra Ruggles looked fantastic herself. Look out for those ladies in shows to come here soon. Now we're going to get on to Classic Physique, and this was a battle. We have a special guest here with us, two-time Mr. Olympia, the one and only Breon Ansley. Breon.
Oh, hello.
Welcome.
Thank you, Mandus. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely. Jose, this was really exciting because it was really an open race here. With Breon sitting, watching, right. It was anybody's show. We both talked earlier in our predictions and previews. We had George Peterson as a favorite. He didn't disappoint.
No, he didn't disappoint. You know, George was the favorite going in. He's the one that was posting the crazy pictures. His coach was posting him. He looked unbelievable. But it was closer than people were thinking.
A lot closer.
And there's going to be a runaway. That wasn't the case.
No.
Steve Lorius came in. He brought his A game. It's the best Steve's ever been. At the end of the day, I did give George the edge. George is just a little more oops, you know. Just he had it. He started to flatten out a bit, it appeared, and Lorius still has some gaps.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things where I was telling Breon earlier, this is why Breon's the champ, because viewing this, you're like, well, it kind of came down to who has the least flaws, not who is flawless.
Right.
You know, and Breon shows that he brings a flawless package. He has the conditioning like George, but he's got the perfect posing, the perfect presentation. And I'm not just saying it because you're here.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It means a lot. It means a lot, brother. You know that.
I just want to throw in quickly that it seems that they're going more towards shape and flow as opposed to conditioning.
Courage of Power and Keon Pearson round out the top 4, not top 5.
Yep.
And that's what both of those young men bring to the table. What did you see here today?
I agree with Jose a lot. I think it seems really that they're going for shape and flow more so than conditioning, but George had the best conditioning still. So,
yes.
I guess that's still undeniable. At the same time, I thought that the lineup was pretty strong, but I just think we got, as Classic, we got to just work on a little bit more completeness and a little bit more flow everywhere and development in all areas, which they'll continue to work on. But I thought it was a strong. I thought there was enough development everywhere to where nothing was glaring, to where guys had some gaps here and there. But I think that we just need to continue to work on that if we're really going to try to carry the sport or try to really be a good representative of the sport as this new division is still out.
Well, there you have it, guys. Day 1 prejudging is a wrap. Once again, champ, we appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Again,
Thank you, Mandus.
Two-time Mr. Olympia,
Absolutely.
Breon Ansley. Jose, we got a lot of work to do. I think we can go grab a bite to eat, take a nap, and be back for tonight.
Yeah.
Time
You
to eat.
think, George? I don't know. I'm still up in the air. Steve, George, Steve.
George for sure.
George.
George is. I'm gonna say George.
I'm saying
He
George.
better get it.
George.
They're third at Olympia last year. Better
Two
get it.
pros here against you.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
we'll
George.
see. I haven't said who I think yet. Stay tuned tonight. We'll see who's the winner. Until next time, guys. Jose Raymond, Breon Ansley, Mandus Buckle, Maximus Report. We're out.
Awesome. And you're going. You gotta keep running.
Yeah.